A snake's strike is faster than you can blink, literally. The shocking snake facts you're about to witness will transform how you see these misunderstood predators. The truth has been slithering in plain sight across 6 continents, and it's far more fascinating than fiction. Let's start with how they've dominated the world. From scorching deserts to lush rainforests, snakes have conquered nearly every corner of our planet. These remarkable reptiles inhabit 6 continents and countless ecosystems, absent only from Antarctica, Ireland, and a few isolated islands. Desert snakes burrow beneath scorching sands, while tropical species navigate dense canopies. Mountain-dwelling snakes survive where oxygen thins, while marine species glide through ocean currents. Their global presence demonstrates their incredible adaptability, allowing them to thrive in environments where many other creatures simply cannot survive. Did you know most snakes are not deadly? Despite their fearsome reputation, the overwhelming majority of snakes pose zero threat to humans. Among 3,400 snake species worldwide, fewer than 400 possess venom, and only about 50 can deliver a potentially fatal bite. This means 90% of all snake species are completely harmless. Most venomous snakes develop toxins as hunting tools, not for defense. The typical encounter ends with the snake retreating. Our fear stems from cultural myths, not reality. Humans kill millions of snakes annually, while snake-related fatalities remain exceptionally rare. However, that doesn't mean you shouldn't take precautions to stay safe if you are unsure of the species. Now let's look at the interesting way snakes process sound. Those flickering tongues aren't just for show. While snakes lack external ears, they're far from deaf. Instead of ear canals, snakes detect vibrations through their jawbones, which connect to internal ear structures. When sound creates vibrations, the snake's jaw transmits these signals directly to the brain. This system is so sensitive that many species can detect prey movements from several feet away. Their hearing excels at picking up low-frequency sounds, exactly what potential meals make when moving. This incredible sensory adaptation works alongside their famous sense of smell to create a predator that can track prey in complete darkness. Unlike most animals, snakes swallow their prey whole. Imagine consuming something 4 times wider than your head. Snakes have developed one of nature's most impressive feeding abilities, swallowing prey whole. Their jaws aren't fused like ours, but connected by elastic ligaments, allowing them to stretch to astonishing widths. Backward-pointing teeth work like conveyor belts, gradually pulling prey inside while powerful acids dissolve everything, bones, fur, and all. The most dramatic examples include pythons and anacondas, which consume animals as large as deer, pigs, and even alligators. After such enormous meals, these snakes might not need to eat again for weeks or even months. When it comes to speed, snakes aren't usually the first thing that comes to mind, until you meet the sidewinder. This desert dweller reaches speeds up to 18 miles per hour across loose sand. Its unique sideways locomotion involves J-shaped body loops, with only 2 points contacting the ground at once, minimizing friction. For comparison, the average human runs at about 12 to 15 miles per hour, meaning this venomous serpent could easily outpace you in a desert sprint. Their speed, combined with perfect camouflage, makes them nearly invisible predators in their harsh habitat. A reminder that snakes have mastered survival in even the most extreme environments. Unlike other animals, snakes undergo complete transformation by shedding their entire skin in one piece. This remarkable process occurs multiple times yearly depending on growth rate. Before shedding, a snake's eyes turn cloudy blue and its skin dulls. During this vulnerable period, they often hide. The snake creates a tear around its mouth and crawls out of its old skin, leaving behind a perfect ghost-like impression. This renewal removes parasites, repairs damages, and refreshes the snake's appearance. Young snakes shed every few weeks, while adults typically shed 2 to 4 times annually, leaving behind perfect translucent replicas that reveal the intricate detail of their scales. Snake reproduction defies expectations. While 70% of snake species lay eggs, the remaining 30% give live birth through a fascinating process called viviparity. Species like rattlesnakes, boas, and sea snakes retain eggs inside their bodies until young are fully developed, then birth live offspring. Some have developed a middle approach, where eggs develop inside the mother but hatch just before birth. Live birth is common in colder climates, where external eggs might freeze. Some mother snakes even guard their young until their first shed, challenging the stereotype that reptiles lack parental instincts. Boas and pythons prove that venom isn't necessary to become a lethal predator. These constrictors employ a hunting technique that's both precise and effective. Contrary to popular belief, they don't crush prey. Their method is far more sophisticated. When a constrictor captures prey, it wraps powerful coils around the victim and tightens with each exhale. This squeeze cuts off blood flow to vital organs, causing unconsciousness in seconds and death in minutes, long before suffocation occurs. Some constrictors can even detect their prey's heartbeat, knowing exactly when it stops. This efficiency shows how these non-venomous hunters have perfected a completely different approach to predation. Snakes aren't just fascinating, they're critical components of healthy ecosystems worldwide. As mid-level predators, they control populations of potential pest species like rodents, with a single rat snake consuming dozens of disease-carrying mice annually. Without snakes, rodent populations would explode, devastating crops and spreading illness. In agricultural regions, snakes provide billions in pest control services each year. They're also important prey themselves, feeding eagles, hawks, and other apex predators. Their burrows create habitats for other species, and their presence indicates environmental health. Despite their fearsome reputation, a world without snakes would quickly fall out of ecological balance. Sea snakes have solved a puzzle that sailors faced for centuries: how to drink while surrounded by undrinkable seawater. Their ingenious solution? They wait for rain. After a downpour, fresh water forms a temporary layer on the ocean's surface. Sea snakes rise to drink this fresh water, meeting their hydration needs without consuming salt. Some species can remain submerged for hours by absorbing small amounts of oxygen through their skin. Their specialized valved nostrils close underwater, and their flattened tails act as efficient paddles. Some sea snake species can remain submerged for up to 8 hours between breaths. The human skeleton contains 206 bones, but snakes are nature's skeletal record holders with up to 1,200 vertebrae and ribs. This extraordinary structure gives them remarkable flexibility and strength. Each vertebra connects to the next with a ball and socket joint, allowing movement in nearly all directions. This design creates one of nature's most versatile spines, capable of coiling, striking, climbing, and swimming with equal efficiency. The majority of these bones are vertebrae with attached ribs, forming a continuous framework along the snake's entire length. Despite their abundance, snake skeletons remain surprisingly lightweight, constructed of hollow bones, a masterpiece of natural engineering that enables their remarkable abilities. Despite their crucial ecological roles, 1 in 5 snake species now faces extinction threats worldwide. Habitat destruction claims millions of acres of snake territory annually, while road mortality devastates populations as expanding human infrastructure fragments their homes. These changes disrupt their carefully balanced ecosystems, altering prey availability and hibernation cycles. The illegal wildlife trade targets rare species for exotic pets and traditional medicines. Conservation efforts remain chronically underfunded compared to more charismatic animals, despite snakes' vital ecosystem services. Conclusion: snakes possess extraordinary adaptations, including specialized hearing mechanisms and unique rainwater collection techniques. Their rapid movement and ecological significance make them vital components of healthy ecosystems. These often misunderstood reptiles showcase nature's ingenious design with features perfectly suited to their environments. If you found this video interesting, take a moment to like, subscribe, and hit that bell to learn more about fascinating creatures like these. So, after all of that, how do you feel about snakes? And if you thought snakes were misunderstood, wait until you learn about coyotes. Up next, Coyote Facts.